Good morning, welcome back to the start of another weekly vlog. It is a Monday. I love starting Monday on the right foot. I know that if I can get up and do my morning routine and work out and do all the things on a Monday morning, it starts my week off right. And one of the other things that we started doing on Monday mornings, and I can't remember where I saw this, it was somebody I follow on Instagram was like, Monday scaries are a thing, right? A lot of us like don't look forward to Mondays, or we used to not look forward to Mondays. And so, you know what? It may have been the Financial Diet. Actually, let me see if I can find it. It may have been the Financial Diet did a post on like things to make your Monday not so terrible. Yes, here it is. 5 ways to love Mondays as much as you love Fridays. And the first one is what we started doing, which is prep your absolute favorite breakfast on Sunday night so that you can have it when you wake up on Monday. And so we have decided that our new Monday breakfast is avocado toast. We used to only make avocado toast on Saturday mornings. It just was a Saturday morning thing. And now we've decided to make it a Monday morning thing, which makes us so much more excited to like get up and get going on Mondays because we get to have avocado toast. Also, every time I share about avocado toast, I get a request for the recipe, and y'all, it's not really a recipe. I actually learned it from Jen over at Pretty Neat Living. When I went to hang out with her pre-COVID at her house, she made avocado toast for me this way, and so that's just now how I make it. And it's super easy. So for us, we take 2 of like the smaller sized avocados. So I buy them in the pack of avocados, and I mash them up. These avocados weren't quite ripe enough, but to be honest, like they've been sitting outside and this is our Monday thing. So I'm gonna go with less than perfect avocados before I like skip this new Monday tradition that we've started. And then I put the toast in the toaster, bread of choice for you. And then I scramble eggs. I actually don't add anything like milk or anything. When I'm making like scrambled eggs that I have by themselves, I will typically add some sort of liquid into them to make them a little bit creamier. But since they're going on top of the avocado toast, I just don't feel the need to do that. So I whip up 4 eggs, and then I scramble them just like I would normally scramble them. I don't add any seasoning at this point either, which I learned that somewhere else too, that if you don't add salt and pepper, even if you're just doing like normal scrambled eggs, until after you're done cooking them, it actually helps with their consistency. I don't know how that chemistry works, but that is what I've heard, and that's what I've always done. So then I split the avocado between 3 pieces of bread. So I have 1 piece of toast and Sam will have 2. This will just depend on what size bread you have, how many people are eating. I actually put a little bit more avocado on mine, and his like avocado to bread ratio is a little bit less, but he has 2 pieces. So I split up the avocado, and then I split up the eggs, and then the key ingredient to delicious avocado toast is the everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's. You can also get the big jug at Costco. I actually left our big jug at my mom's since we're going back there because I took it to Texas and then I left it at my mom's. So either store, everything but the bagel seasoning on top. I put a little bit more than Sam does. I don't know, I just really like it. So I let him do his own so he can put as much as he wants. And then that's it, enjoy. And it's just fantastic, and it starts our week off on a really great note. I figured while we're here, I'm gonna go ahead and read you the other 4 things that the Financial Diet recommends for having a great Monday. Number 2 is schedule a recurring, safe social activity that you always have a Monday evening activity to look forward to. And part of me thinks that's a good idea, and the other part of me has realized I actually like having nothing scheduled for Mondays because I like to just do whatever I feel like on Monday. And if I keep that motivation that I started in the morning and I want to actually do something productive, great. If I'm just still tired and like kind of sluggish from the weekend and I want to just relax on Monday, I kind of like that option too. So I don't know how I feel about that one. Fill your workspace with things that make you feel productive and joyful, and shamelessly share photos of it. I like that one. Make Monday afternoons your treat yourself time to indulge in your favorite fancy coffee, drink, or snack. I like that one. So similar to having a great breakfast on Monday, plan to have an afternoon treat as well. I really like that idea. I've been trying not to have coffee in the afternoon. I will have decaf. I have decaf coffee, but I will try not to have actual coffee. Decaf even has caffeine. Maybe it's like a tea latte. I have not been making tea lattes really at all. I love them. It's all it is just tea and milk, but it's delicious and makes it feel a little bit more special to do like an English breakfast with, you know, steamed milk instead of just a little bit of normal milk. The problem with the tea latte is for me at least, the tea that goes well in a tea latte is black tea, and that has caffeine too. Like I might as well have decaf coffee if I'm gonna have black tea. And then number 5 is save your favorite guilty pleasure viewing for Monday nights and have a Zoom watch party with your best friend. Okay, so that one sounds way better than number 2, which was have a social activity. I like the idea of, yeah, if there's a TV show that you really love or a new episode of a YouTube channel that you really love. I made this comment in last week's weekly vlog. to just save that for Monday nights and then have Monday nights feel a little bit special. So typically when packages arrive at the house, they're not for Sam. They're typically for me because I'm the one that does all the online shopping. But when this massive box arrived at our apartment today with this New York Life sticker and Sam's name on it, we were pretty sure we knew it was gonna happen. So if you've been around for the past few years, you know that New York Life typically does an annual trip for hitting certain sales incentives. And so the past 2 years, Sam has qualified, well, now 3 years, but the 2 years we were able to go on a trip. The first year we went to Orlando, which was awesome. And then last year we went to Seattle, and it's an amazing, amazing experience. Even as somebody who works full-time for the corporate side of the company, seeing what they do at this trip is just unreal. And we were obviously very much looking forward to this year. There were actually 2 opportunities he could have qualified for. One was gonna be here in New York, which honestly I wasn't all that excited about because like we live here. The other one would have been in Austin. We would have done wedding planning while we were there. It would have been perfect, but obviously with everything going on, they canceled the in-person events. So that is what this box is all about. So it started with this envelope that says 175. New York Life is celebrating their 175th anniversary this year, and basically everything that we do, down to our email signatures right now, are branded with 175. And it just had this little like postcard that talks about executive council, and it says that there like are 3 things in the box. There's a box to like within the box to celebrate at the virtual event. There's this gorgeous ornament, which I'll show you in a second. And then they also get to go online and get something from Tiffany's. I don't know what he's gonna get to order. I'm interested to see if you're gonna be able to see what the feminine options are as well, because I bet those are beautiful. So then there was this gold envelope, which had his name tag. So they still sent the name tags. I thought that was really sweet that they still printed them out and sent those along. So now we have 3 of those. And then this ornament, oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is. Oh, there's me. It's just really cool. I don't know if they're gonna, like it says executive council, so I don't know if they're planning to send anything like this to employees, so I'm glad that Sam is getting all this cool New York Life swag. And then there was a box of actual swag, because at council, they always give away all kinds of stuff. Like when you check in for the week, they hand you a bag of stuff, and then some days there's things in the hotel room. The outside also had the 175th sticker. I wonder if I could get this off. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's definitely what's gonna happen. So anyways, there's a bunch of swag, including this super cute hat. I love this, and then look at this. It has the New York skyline underneath, and then that's the New York Life building, the one with the gold dome at the top. How cool is that? And then it came with socks with the same kind of New York logo with the New York Life building on it. And then this like 175th pin. And then it came with a popcorn maker, which I don't know if this is actually branded or if it's just blue. And popcorn kernels in a little New York Life tin. Another umbrella. We get these literally every year. It made sense in Seattle. Otherwise, I was like, why do we need, I guess Orlando, it rains a lot there too, but we always lose them or break them. And then this bag, which at first we were both like, another bag, because we also always got bags every year. And this one is different though. It's got like round circular sides. It's shaped very much like I would think a classic gym bag, which is, I mean, it's super cute. The best part of this gym bag, or this bag though, is the inside. Has the entire subway map printed on it. Look at this. Oh my God, this is the cutest. It's the cutest thing. I think it's just, I love the inside. I almost wish they'd done it on the outside, but because a lot of the council events were supposed to be here in New York to celebrate 175. All the stuff is like New York themed. It's not normally New York themed. It's normally themed for whatever city we're going to. It just happened to be New York this year. All right, and then this box, it literally says Executive Council on the outside, and there's a virtual celebration next week, and so it is full of fun things to help celebrate. We actually haven't opened it yet. We just opened and read the little card, but let's keep going. So it says like, use this box to help celebrate next week at the virtual event. And it says all the things that come inside. Oh my gosh, the lyrics to the New York Life song.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, now you know all the words and the verses. It's not, we can sing more than just the chorus.
Damn it.
New York Life.
No.
The company you keep, oh, and Auld Lang Syne, in case we didn't know those words. We've got some New York Life pom-poms. I don't know why there's yellow. Normally it's just like blue and white, but I guess it's
Maybe
the gold.
Gold, blue.
The gold building. Popcorn.
Oh, that's
That's what?
caramel.
Caramel. Oh, one of them is caramel corn. Oh, I love caramel corn. Mm.
Well, yeah, look, it's
Yeah, it's like
sheets
shiny.
coated.
Yeah. Yum.
Cute.
This might be the speaker. So on the little card, it said that it was gonna come with like a speaker and an HDMI cable so that you can make your living room feel like we're actually a council, because it's loud when you're there. Like they have music playing and it's,
wow.
Yeah, that's a beautiful speaker.
That's a really beautiful speaker.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool.
Nice. Trail mix.
More snacks. Sour Patch Kids. Trail mix.
Oh, Swedish fish. The best.
So many snacks. Oh, wow. Wine glasses. It's Executive Council 2020. That's so cool. Well, I should probably check the weather before I make my top 3 for the day, because one of my top 3 things that I wanted to do today was the laundry. But it's pouring. It's been pouring all day, and it's going to continue to rain the rest of the day. And if you haven't seen before, our laundry room is in the basement, but you have to go outside, and it's all of like 15 steps. So like if it's cold, I don't mind, like I'll push through it. But when you have fresh, clean clothes, like a laundry basket in the rain, it just doesn't work out. It's just not ideal. So I'm not gonna do laundry today. There goes that top 3. And I'm also not gonna, I was gonna run an errand today too, which is why I actually still have my workout clothes on. I was going to run, I need to go to Petco and get Charlie a new pair of nail clippers. And then I also need to run to the library. I have a couple more things that I put on hold that are available. But that's not happening either, because the super close library to us is not open right now. So they did open some locations for just drop off and pick up, but not all of them. And so it's not the closest one to us. I probably still want to go to the close one, given all the rain. But I haven't been doing weather in my daily planner. That's really what I came to say. But I think I might need to, because like I wouldn't have put laundry as a top 3 if I known it was gonna rain all day. So I should have looked at the weather is the point. And so I think I'm gonna start putting the weather in my daily planner, because it did impact me. I think sometimes I think the weather isn't gonna impact my plans, but like it totally did. So as much as I love my cookbook and I would like to keep making weeks in this, we do have food in our pantry and in our freezer that needs to get eaten. I mean, it doesn't have to. Like, I don't necessarily think that it's stuff that'll go bad before we leave, but it's kind of to the point that it's like, okay, we need to look at what we have and use what we have. So what I'm gonna do this week is kind of follow the principles of the cookbook without actually following the recipes from the cookbook, at least from the protein and then from a vegetable. So instead of cooking just one batch of ground beef for whatever we're having tonight, I'm gonna actually triple the amount of beef I'm gonna cook tonight. I'm gonna cook 3 pounds, and then I'm gonna split that up for 3 different meals. So we're gonna have tacos one night, we're going to have pasta one night, because we have cauliflower gnocchi in the freezer, and then I opened that bottle of pasta sauce if you watched last week's weekly vlog. So we're gonna do pasta with cauliflower gnocchi and beef and pasta sauce, and I'll talk about the vegetables in a second, and then also chili on the crock pot. So I'm debating if I'm gonna set that up tonight, or I might like cut the vegetables and stuff tonight and then stick that in the crock pot tomorrow morning. Gosh, that would have been such a good meal for today with the weather outside. Could have really used a crock pot chili. But anyways, I'm gonna cook all the beef tonight for sure, and then pick either the spaghetti or the tacos for dinner, and then chili on the crock pot. And then I also got a bunch of spinach, and that's going to be like the vegetable. So it's ground beef is the protein, and the vegetable, we'll use spinach and all of those things as well. Maybe not the chili. I don't usually put spinach in my chili, but I do in pasta and tacos. But anyways, mostly it's the protein. Hello, it is Tuesday. It is almost 5:30. I cannot believe how much this day absolutely flew by. Actually, my watch died. I looked at my watch, but it's actually dead, which is gonna totally throw off my numbers this week, but whatever. Anyways, I wanted to say hi. I actually got ready today. I had 3 Zoom calls today, actually all Plan with Laken related. 1 during lunch, and then I have 2 this evening. I didn't have any like work calls where I had to turn my camera on, but I figured I would go ahead and get ready for those. I don't always, like I don't feel like I have to, but I feel more put together, and I don't know, I'm leaning towards maybe getting ready more often. And again, I'm not doing too much, okay? Like I pinned my hair back, I put on a little bit of concealer, some mascara, a little bit of light colored eyeliner, like nothing crazy, but I feel more ready for the day. Although I'm not gonna lie, this Clinique, I talked about this Clinique tinted moisturizer in a couple vlogs ago, and it's still kind of orangey. I don't really like it, but I'm using it because I paid for it, and so I'm gonna use it, but I don't know that I really like it. Anyways, I wanted to pick up the camera quickly before I got on my calls to share the couple things that I got in the mail today. So let's flip you around. And I got 3 beautiful things in the mail. Let's start with this gorgeous, bright cup. Cup for scale. It's massive. It is so much. She asked me if I was okay with that size, and it is just so much bigger than I thought it was going to be, but it is so beautiful. So somebody messaged me on Instagram and she was like, every time she makes these beautiful cups, and she was like, every time I see you, I just think that you need a sparkly red cup. And she had proposed putting like bride or something on it, and then we were talking about putting the date or whatnot, and I actually requested just to get Mrs. Strum put on. If you watched last week's weekly vlog, I got a little bit emotional talking about wedding stuff. As excited as I am to be a bride and all of that stuff, it does kind of overwhelm me a little bit. And like, no matter what, this is gonna be true. Like Mrs. Strum, at the end of the day, someday this will be the truth. And I like the idea of being able to use this like even past the wedding. So I'm really excited. I'm hoping that I have another one of these like plastic straws will fit. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I might have to get a special straw that's gonna fit in there. That is tall enough, but also skinny enough, because I definitely, obviously, I'm a straw person, so I need a straw that goes in there. But this came from a wonderful, wonderful community member on Instagram. She sent me a message and we worked out all the details, and I just can't thank her enough. So Tina, you did not include a card for me to show in the video, but I will link your Instagram down below, and so people can reach out to you if they are interested. It's beautiful quality. Like it's got a little bit of texture where the big sparkles are. Like it doesn't feel completely smooth over those, so if that's gonna bother you, it doesn't feel like they're gonna fall off, but it does have some texture there. But then where the skinnier ones are and where the letters are, it's totally smooth. So if you are somebody who wants smooth, like just don't get any of the big ones. It might be the ones on the bottom. Yeah, it's more the ones at the bottom than the ones at the top. That's interesting. But it's a little bit. It's not gonna bother me, especially because I'm not gonna grab it right here. Right, I'm gonna grab it right here and it's smooth right where I grab it. And but it feels very high quality, like, you know what I mean? Like it just looks nice. Like it doesn't look, you know, you have those products where you're like, I want it to look homemade, but I also don't want it to look homemade. And that's how I feel about this product. It's absolutely beautiful. All right, the other things I got were a screen protector for my iPad that feels like paper. So ever since I got my iPad, I really got it to write on it. Like that's why I got it. I bought it secondhand just because I wanted to write on it. And I saw a lot of people on Instagram sharing the screen protector that feels like paper, and I just couldn't resist. So I finally got it, and it's awesome. I love, love, love the way that it feels when I write. So I don't know, I need to find more uses to write on my iPad, because I like doing it. I do like doing it. Like all my poor notepads are going to waste. And then the last thing I got, I am so excited to dig into this. 2 of you actually recommended it to me, Jen and Ashley. Thank you so much for sending me the link. I am so excited. So if you have been around, you know that the David's Tea Advent Calendar is one of my all-time favorite things at Christmas time. So as part of Vlogmas, I will have a cup of tea every day and open my David's Tea Advent Calendar. Well, they released one for Halloween. It's a Halloween countdown, and it's only 10 spaces. I actually don't love looking at this part because I hate snakes, okay? I don't know if I've shared that a lot, but like I have a pretty massive snake phobia, and I really, really don't like looking. I can't look at any real snake ever. Photo, movie, obviously like real life I avoid like all the time, 100%. But if like it pops up on a TV screen, like a real one, I have to look away right away, because it just, I will have legit nightmares about them. And even sometimes like printed ones are just not my favorite. Like when I used to play Pokemon Go, I hated when there was a snake Pokemon. Anyways, I'm still excited to dig into this. So there are 10 spaces, 5 of them are teas and 5 of them are chocolates, which is super fun. Now there are only 10 spots, but I am not going to wait until like October 21st to start opening them and like actually count down to Halloween, because honest, I want to start enjoying it now. And most of the teas have 2 servings, so I would like to start enjoying them now. So let's go ahead and open. Let's open day 1. I actually don't know if it's going to be tea or chocolate, but it is this, like, it looks like a crow. It's tea. So the flavor is pumpkin creme brulee. Holy moly, and it's caffeine free. Yep, I think I'm gonna need a cup of this tonight to get me through my calls. Oh my gosh, this sounds amazing. And then I just looked at a clock and I don't actually have time to deal with the tea, and I could rush it, but I'd rather like make sure I measure it right, because the David's tea is better if I like focus on it when I'm making it. So I don't have time. It's time to sit down at my computer and log into my first call. Hello, it is Wednesday. It is Power Sheets launch day. It has been such a fun day. I love big launch days for products that I'm really excited about. I love seeing all of the people get so excited about their new products, and then when you get to have them in your hands. By the time this video goes up, I hope that some of you have your new Power Sheets. You should have your new Power Sheets in your hands. Let me know down in the comments if you ordered on launch day, if you have received your Power Sheets. I'm just really excited. So excited that I got up and filmed 2 reels before work this morning because I just like had these crazy ideas that I was like, I'm gonna do it. I have been back on a kick with reels. So when they first launched, I didn't do it right away, but then I got really into it and I did a lot of them, and then I like ran out of ideas. And for me, honestly, here's the struggle. I can come up with the ideas and then I feel all this pressure to find like the perfect song to go with it. I don't know if you create reels or Instagram content, if you can relate, but that's where I like struggles. I have another one I want to do, but I can't come up with what the song should be for it. And yeah, even Google like songs about blah, 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 and I still struggle to find a good song. So that, I think I'm just putting way too much pressure, but I think it's because reels also have this whole pressure to be funny, and a lot of times the funniness comes from like the song being perfect, and it's just not really that important. It's just not really that important, but getting them up is important because that is where the engagement is. Like Instagram loves them right now, so they are pushing them out. So getting them up is important. Having them be perfect is not. So I'm trying to do more. I got up and I did 2 this morning before work. I've only posted 1 so far, but it's just like, it's just fun. I also wanted to tell you that I think I came up with an idea of how I'm going to use my little by little journal. Let me grab it. It's right here, because everything is still sitting on the edge of my bed. If you watch my Power Sheets video where I talked about all of the accessories also with the new Power Sheets, I showed this little journal. On the inside, it's basically a weekly layout that's got 1 little box per day. And there are more than enough for a whole year. So part of me kind of wants to start it now. And like, just start it now. Like, screw waiting for 2021. I'm done waiting for 21. I'm gonna start doing things now. So I think what I'm gonna use it for, because little by little is just such a good mantra. It's a good mindset to have for a lot of goals, all of the goals actually. Doing things little by little is so important, but one in particular for me that I struggle with is fitness, is moving my body and not having it have to be a 60-minute high intensity workout every single time. Like, guess what? Going outside and walking for 20 minutes is actually really good for your body, even if that's all that you do. And so I am going to track every time I do something that is movement for my body, even if it is just going outside for a walk. But that is actually what we're gonna start with. The past like 4 weeks or so, since we've been back in New York, I have been really struggling to find a consistent workout routine. And I have tried a bunch of different types of classes. I've like online classes. I've even tried going back to the gym and doing the Peloton like class on my phone, at the spin bike at the gym. That sucks because I have to keep my mask on. So I do prefer like working out at home from that regards, because then I don't have to wear my mask. But then sometimes if I work out at home and that's all I do, and I won't go outside the whole day. Like, I won't leave the apartment, especially on weekdays. So I think what I'm gonna do for the rest of October is just try to go on a walk every day and just get some freaking fresh air. One of the things I put on my Power Sheets actually for this month was to get outside and spend some time outside before it gets really cold. Like, I just went for a walk in a short sleeve shirt and it was totally fine. Like, it was a little, like if I hadn't been walking and if I'd like stood in the shade the whole time, I might have been chilly. But given that I was like partially in the sun and I was moving, it was with leggings on, it was totally fine. So that's what I think I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna start tracking it in my journal. So I'm gonna go ahead and write down the date and that I just did 1.5 miles. I did 30 minutes. I did to the library and back. I put a bunch of books on hold and all of a sudden they were all available. Do you ever do that at the library? Like, when you put them on hold, like all of them say you're in a different spot in the line, but then all of a sudden they're all available on the same day. So I just went and picked up like 5 fiction books from the library. So I need to get going on those. I think I'm gonna take a break from I tried to start reading that Primates of Park Avenue and I could not get into it. So now that I have all these new fiction books from the library, I think I'm just gonna read those because A, they have to get returned, and most of them, a good chunk of them, are by the same author that wrote The Proposal. It's like her other 4 books. It's not the most recent one because my library didn't have that yet, but it's the other 2 and then the holiday one. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with those, just again to get me back into that motivation momentum of reading. But all of that was a lot of rambling to say I went for a nice walk to the library and back, just 1.5 miles, but that's what I'm gonna write in my journal. So I'm excited to start using it. And like, let me know if you can relate. I am very bad about buying new products, especially like journals and notebooks and I mean, even planners where I feel like I need to find the perfect use for them and I need it to be the perfect start date. I need it to be all the things. Everything has to be perfect about it. And like, it doesn't. Like maybe this is not the best use for it, but it's a use for it. And so I'm gonna do it right now. And like, it's not the first of the year. It's not even the first of a month. It's not even a Monday, but I am gonna start doing it. So that's where my brain is at today. But I also wanted to just say thank you. As of right now that I'm filming this clip, over 70 of you have used my affiliate link for the Cultivate What Matters purchases. And I always include my affiliate links, but I'm not the kind of person, I feel uncomfortable being like, please use my affiliate link. And I was talking to a friend and she was like, honestly, like you're not being pushy about it. Like, yes, you're including the link, but sometimes people actually need the reminder that says like, hey, I have an affiliate link. Like, can you please click on this link? And she said like, even she's guilty of forgetting that people have affiliate links for other companies, just going to the website and purchasing things. So I mean, I didn't ever say like, please use my affiliate link, but the fact that over 70 of you made the effort to click on my link and use my link to purchase your power sheets today, it just means so much to me that you went out of your way. I mean, it doesn't cost you any extra to use an affiliate link for any of your favorite creators, but it does mean a lot to them when that additional income comes in for the time that they're putting in. Because like, I'll be honest with you, the amount of like effort that goes into filming and editing a YouTube video, especially one that was super in-depth and detailed, like the Power Sheets video, review video, the amount that, truthfully, the amount that comes in from the YouTube AdSense, like, does not really cover it. Like, it's nice, don't get me wrong, and that video gets a lot of views, and that's great, but like, the amount of time and effort, like the per hour rate on the AdSense video, I'm being completely just transparent with you right now, is just, it's not. But then when the affiliate sales come in, you know, it helps make up for that. And I mean, most YouTube creators are not doing these videos like just for the money. That's not, that we should be doing something else if we were doing it just for the money. But just to give you a little bit more insight on like the benefits of using an affiliate link when a creator has helped you either make a decision or bring a product to your attention. Just know that likely whatever link they put in their description box is probably an affiliate link, and it is very much appreciated when you use it. So thank you for that. I am going to get back to work, get this day wrapped up, and then Lattes with Laken tonight. I am so excited. Oh my gosh. I have decided to start using the service StreamYard. If you have been on Facebook or YouTube Lives recently in the world, a lot of creators are using this platform to go live. I tested it actually last night with some Patreons in the Patreon Facebook group. But what it allows me to do is pull up the comment onto the screen. So if you didn't catch last week's Lattes with Laken, go check it out. But it pulls up the comment on the screen with the person who asked it, which is so freaking cool. And you can go live in more than one place. So I'm gonna link it up to YouTube because that's where I like for it to live forever. But I'm also gonna link it up to my Facebook business page. And I don't know, we'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody watches it over there. But like, I'm just really excited to use this like streaming service for the first time. And fingers crossed, we don't have any technology issues because man, you guys, I have done a lot of research this week, and until we can just upgrade our internet, which given that we're not going to be in New York for too much longer, it just does not seem worth it to do yet. I'm asking you to just like hang in there and bear with me, and then we get to Chicago and the internet should be fantastic. And then once we get back to New York, we're going to upgrade our internet, because if we're just both going to be working from home and Zooming and streaming and all these things, like our internet was not set up for that. All right, since I didn't get to make this last night, I'm gonna make it today for Lattes with Laken. So these David's tea bags are typically 2 servings. The little spoon, the perfect spoon, I had one because the very first year I did the David's tea advent calendar around the holidays, it came with one, but I cannot find it for the life of me. So I have 2 options to eventually get the tea in here. I have, well, you know, I don't know if I know where it is. I have a little like itty bitty tea thing, and I don't know where it ended up when I brought it back from Texas. fix this. So I guess we're gonna do the second option, which I do still really like. The problem sometimes with the Teamy cups are that if the tea has like really tiny pieces, like really small ones, sometimes they slip through, and that doesn't bother some people when it does that. It kind of bothers me sometimes, but I do like the Teamy cups, especially when I want to reuse tea. I really like it for that. So step one, boil the water. I always use my tea kettle. This is from Amazon. It's always linked to my Amazon favorites. I love my tea kettle. Sorry, it's so dark. Let's brighten it up. Tea kettle. So while the water is boiling, I'm gonna put basically just half of the tea bag into the Teamy cup. I'm not gonna measure it. You could measure it if you want to be exact. I'm just gonna do half. Oh my gosh, y'all, I just smelled it and it smells fantastic. Now, sometimes the struggle here is that the bigger pieces go to the top and the smaller pieces go to the bottom. So when I do this, I try to do it half this way. I know that sounds crazy, but like, it's just, I need to do it with two hands. But it's just, I get more of the same type of ingredients if I half it this way instead of this way. Okay, I cannot get this to focus at all. The water is still boiling. What's funny is I read this, that it was the pumpkin creme brulee, but I didn't read that it was a fruit infusion. I typically don't like the fruit infusion ones because they just don't feel like they have enough flavor for me usually. I like my tea strong, and the fruit infusions, like, they're not actually tea, so it never comes out as strong as I want it to, but we'll see. So water is pretty much done. By the way, if you put less in the kettle, the water boils faster. Just a fun fact. So I'm gonna pour this in there. I'm just gonna do the whole thing. Again, you can get really specific and measure everything out, but I'm way too lazy. So now I'm gonna put all this on and I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit before I pour it into my other cup. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. I thought it would get maybe a little bit darker than this, but that's okay, whatever, it's fine. So then what I'll do is you just, like, I pour it from here into my cup. And it looks like this one is fine. There's no like little tea pieces floating around, so perfect. So then with my tea, if it's black tea or chai tea, I will typically add a splash of milk and a little bit of sugar. With all other kinds of teas, I will taste it first and see if I feel like it needs a little bit of honey, and then if it does, I will add honey. So let's give this one a taste. Oh my gosh, it's still really hot. It's not that strong. Like, it's good, but it smells so much better than it tastes. Like, it doesn't taste that strong. Maybe I just need to let it like brew longer. Sometimes that doesn't help. Like, sometimes it doesn't matter. With these fruit infusions, I just don't do as well. Those are the only ones I just don't, I'm not a huge fan of from David's Tea. It happens every year with my advent calendar. It's just a bummer because it smells amazing, but then it doesn't taste like that. It doesn't taste like that. So I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna add a little bit of honey so it's got a little bit of flavor and a little bit of sweetness, and then I'm gonna go sit down. Also, I'll go ahead and show you. Here's my setup for Lattes with Laken. So because we're using the new service, I am just going live on my computer, which the camera quality is not quite as good, but whatever. So I'm going live on my computer. My planner is my mouse pad, and that's gonna be here like on the armrest so that I can click on the comments and stuff. And then I bought this little mini desktop ring light. One of my patrons, we were texting, and she showed me a picture of her office, and she had one of these, and I was like, oh, that looks really convenient. So instead of like pulling out the big umbrella lights when I'm just doing Lattes with Laken, it's like just this perfect little setup, especially when I'm in Chicago. It's just gonna be so much more convenient. I may not even take the big lights with me to Chicago. I need to test and see if I can get this set up for a top-down video, like a planner video, and if I can, I might not bring those umbrella lights, and I'm just gonna bring this to Chicago. But this is my setup. I'm using my yoga block to get my laptop up a level. Massive tip. I don't know who shared that with me, but it's a huge tip for like video calls or presenting or anything when you're on your computer. Depending on the height of your desk, sometimes like it's a weird angle, like it's looking up at you. All you need to do is put something under it. I've used board games, I've used Amazon boxes if I have some that are the right height. And today we just took out all the recycling because I don't have any boxes. So I was gonna grab the board games, and then I eyed the yoga blocks, and I was like, oh, that's so much easier to maneuver. So that is what's under my laptop right now. All right, the honey made it way better, and it's growing on me. I think maybe it just needed to cool down a little bit. It was just too hot and I couldn't actually enjoy the flavor. Yeah, it's much, much better. I'm very excited. I'm gonna save the tea that's in the teeny cup, and I'm gonna make another batch after this is over to enjoy like for the rest of the evening, because I found that with most of the David's tea, you can use it more than once. I don't like to use it over an evening, like tomorrow. Like it would be gross to let it sit and use it tomorrow, even if I like stuck it in the fridge. It's gross. So But what I used to do when I was going to work is I would take the Teamy cup with me to work, and I would reuse it like multiple times. And by the end of the day, if I was filling up like for the third or fourth time, like it didn't have near as much flavor, but like whatever, it still kept me warm. Like, and now I'm ready to go like 15 minutes early because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take me to set up all of the stuff, because you get to put like your logo on it. It's just really cool. And I didn't know how long it was going to take me to do all of that. And so now I'm done with it. And it's 5:45, so I have 15 minutes until it's time to go live. So I'm just sitting here actually watching Gossip Girl again. Last night I was in a little bit of a funk over something, and I just really needed like a comfort show. And normally my go-to comfort show would be Friends, but because Friends is no longer on Netflix and now it is on HBO, I don't have an HBO login, and so I went to Netflix and I basically debated between Gilmore Girls and Gossip Girl. Those are like my top 3 like TV shows, probably not TV shows of all time. Well, I don't know, they're pretty close, but TV shows that I just want to watch over and over again. Because also up there for me is like Game of Thrones. SVU actually is another show I like to watch over and over again. That's also another one of my favorite shows. Grey's Anatomy is another one of my favorite TV shows. What are we at now? 6. I feel like there's other ones that I'm forgetting. But anyways, so I just started watching Gossip Girl last night because I just needed something comforting. And I also really love watching shows set in New York now that I live here. That is another one of my like all-time favorite things to do. Friends also qualifies as that, and SVU. And so what StreamYard does, and I tested it with my Patreons last night. Was that last night? Whoa, feels like forever ago. So this little journal, if you watched my Power Sheets video review thing, okay, getting dinner going. I have the pasta sauce that's left over from last week's vlog in this one, just to simmer it and get it hot. And then I'm gonna add the meat that I cooked earlier this week. And then I've got mushrooms here. The reason I'm cooking them in a separate one, not because Sam likes doing more dishes, but I don't know that I'm gonna use all the mushrooms because they ended up sending us a bigger, like I asked for the small pack mushrooms and they give us the big one because the small one was sold out. And so I think we're gonna save some of these maybe for some eggs or something, because I just don't think we're gonna need all of this in the pasta. We'll see. I mean, I know they'll cook down, so once they cook down, then I might change my mind. And then this pot back here has water that's boiling for the cauliflower gnocchi. I do prefer the Trader Joe's cauliflower gnocchi. It's also just a little bit better for you than this one, but I'm not going to Trader Joe's right now because it's far. And so this is what they have at ShopRite, which is where we've been ordering groceries from. So that is the dinner plan. Okay, so I started organizing my supplies. So here are the bins that they were in. They were just kind of like trays that I had sitting on the shelf on my desk. So this one I emptied out completely, and it's mostly in here, which you can see all the little individual sections. This one I mostly did, these are the months that are part of One Little Word. I don't need all of the months to do December daily, so I left those there. And then this is mostly One Little Word, or like my monthly kit. I didn't realize I had March. I thought March was my kit at the office. I think April must be my kit at the office, and I need to go digging for May and beyond, because like they're here somewhere. I got them delivered. I just don't know where they are. So this is what I did so far. So this is the skinnier drawer. If you didn't see me unbox like the whole carrier thing, I did that as part of last week's vlog. But here is how this one turned out, and it's all full, which makes me really nervous when I get my December daily for this year, where it's all gonna go, like where all those things are gonna go. And then this one, this is all that's in this one, and the other one is totally empty. Again, I really, really wish that this one would not have these in it. Like I wish I could, not this, like I wish I could do it, because then I have these. So these are in the drawers on my desk. I have all the little papers. And so I sorted out which ones I might potentially use during December daily. So really it's just any that are kind of neutral color. So if I just need like a simple one, but like they don't fit in here. Like it doesn't close all the way. I'm so frustrated. So I don't know what to do with the papers. And then I have like a whole other empty one of these. I just wish this didn't have the separators. I should have probably researched a little bit better. The other thing I realized, I did all this, and then I was like, you know, there were only a couple like holiday-y things, like that one and that one. Otherwise it was all like general stuff. A lot of it's travel and food. Those are the kits that I bought. And so I was confused for a second because I know I didn't use all my December daily products last year. I stored them away. What I did was I took all of the December daily products that I didn't use and I put them in this box. So now I need to go through this guy and figure out how to get it sorted into the rest of this. The other, oh my God, stickers is the other thing I need to figure out how I'm gonna store all of that. I don't know, I'm tempted maybe to not put one of the other drawers in the thing and just do this one and this one, and then just like have a binder that's got the papers, and I keep saying papers, but you know what I mean, like the cards, and then also the stickers, and just stick that in there where this drawer would go. But I thought I would show you the progress that I made so far, and then that I just found this box, and now I have to figure out what to do with all of this. Okay, I have it figured out. So the first thing I did was organize my stickers. So this was the binder that had all of my memory keeping stickers, and it was like this because all of the stickers are like puffy or 3D. And so what I did was I took out any duplicates. So like some of these ones, like the food one, I did want 1 sheet, but I didn't need 3 sheets in there. There's just a couple more where I took out the duplicate, same with the trees. And then I took out the ones that are like not even close to December Daily, like I would never use. So the binder has all the like December Daily specific stickers at the beginning, and then all of the kind of generic stickers in the back. And then I have some empty page protectors for the stickers that I get new that are at my mom's. Then I put all of the numbers, anything related to numbers, whether it was a sticker sheet, there's a couple in there, or like the floating numbers, I put them all in this little pouch. Then for the embellishments, I took out some of the embellishments that I know I'm not going to use. Like I'm not going to use these colored ones. These phrases like just don't really go. I'm not going to use like a hashtag or question mark. So I took those out to make more space. But then of course, once I added in all the December Daily ones, this little guy is still full to the max. Like it is still max out. So I need to either figure out if I can combine some or get rid of some. Like I don't know that I really need these travel ones. Like I'm not taking a plane, right? So I could probably get rid of some of these or combine some of them. Like these are both metal, so I could combine those together because I know I'm going to have some new ones that I got this year that I'm going to want to add to this thing. This one does still have a little bit of space, but it's so deep that it really is better for bigger embellishments. I guess I could maybe move like these guys over here and make space in that one. We'll see. I might not mess with any of this until I see what I got this year, because honestly it's been so long since I ordered, I don't remember. But those are like the 2 embellishment drawers. Then instead of getting rid of this second drawer to put my sticker binder or the papers, I put like all of the tools in here. So the adhesive roller, the hole punch, the tiny stapler, the, you know, X-Acto knife, those kinds of things. And I had originally planned to put those kinds of things up here in this empty space. But this empty space is going to be perfect for the sticker binder and the box of papers. It just clicked when I saw this empty. Once I'd emptied everything out, I was like, oh my gosh, it's perfect. So all I did was put all of the papers that I showed you before and then all of the December Daily ones in here. So we've got all of our neutral ones and all of our December Daily ones. And there's a little bit of space to add this year's. I could like pull this down and then there's definitely space. So that is where all the papers will live, which is, I mean, it's kind of a pain to go through them, like to pull it all out, but it's such a good storage. So this and this will fit in the top perfectly, and then all 3 drawers will go right in there. So I believe I am good to go. And now I can just take this to Chicago, and then when I get there, I will organize all of the supplies that I got shipped there, and then I will be ready to go for December Daily. Is it December yet? I'm so excited about this. TV, obviously real life, like I avoid like the plague, but like, can you say that phrase anymore? Avoid like the plague. Day 2 of the advent calendar is this cute little milk chocolate pumpkin that I'm excited to try. I kind of wish it had been 10 days of tea and not like 5 teas and 5 chocolates, but that's fine. I do still have the leftover tea from last night. I was thinking about this while I was opening it. I was gonna do a top down, but Sam is out there on a call. It's kind of a preview of Vlogmas, like having a little advent calendar, because this is a lot of what I do during Vlogmas. I finished planning it this week also, which I am so excited to finally share the final plans. It's gonna be a lot, but it's gonna be fun. I feel like ever since I moved my desk into the bedroom, all of the clips in the vlog are me sitting on the bed. But hi, it's Saturday. I wanted to catch you up on a couple of things. One is that it took me all week to get myself to do the laundry. I had it on my to-do list for Monday and then, you know, pushed it off because of the rain, and then it literally ended up on my to-do list every day until I finally did it on Thursday night, and then finished putting it away yesterday because God forbid I put it away the same night that I did it. I put away all the folding stuff, but I didn't put the stuff on hangers. That's my least favorite part of doing laundry. I don't know, let me know what yours is. Putting the stuff on the hangers to put it away. And right now we have way less stuff on hangers than normal because we're not going anywhere, but like it's just still, it's the worst. That's the worst part of laundry for me. But I finally did it after a million times. What I actually wanted to tell you about the laundry is I tried something new this time based on advice from the Lazy Genius book, and she talks about batching in the book. I love to talk about batching, but her example with batching is instead of putting loads in the laundry by color, that just forget it, like it's not that big of a deal except for like bright whites and like a pink sock, well, a red sock that turns everything pink, but you know what I mean. Like for the most part you can mix colors, and then it's actually better to sort by where it's gonna end up. So like, is it a drawer thing? Is it a hanging thing? Whatever. And that's an easier way to do it. So first off, I tried that. I think that probably makes way more sense for somebody who can't do all their laundry at once. If you've watched me do laundry in a vlog before, I didn't capture it this time. I have a laundry room in the basement of my building that's got 5 washers and 5 dryers. So as long as nobody else is using it at the time that I go to do my laundry, I can do I usually do 4 loads at a time because I wait for 2 weeks for the 2 of us, and it's 4 loads and I can get it done all at the same time. And so then I'm already doing it, putting it away all at the same time. So having it split by like the dresser versus the closets. So I don't think it really made a difference for me, but maybe it's something you can try if you are like a normal person not in New York who has 1 washer and 1 dryer. It might be helpful for you. That might be helpful. The other thing I tried, which I also don't really know if it made a difference, is taking like 2 minutes right when you dump the laundry onto the bed or wherever you fold it, and sort it by type, and then fold all the same types of clothing at one time. So instead of just like pulling the next thing from the pile and folding that thing, separating it so that you're folding all the t-shirts at the same time, all the leggings at the same time, all the tank tops at the same time, etc., because the muscle memory of like folding all of the same type of thing at one time is helpful. I don't really feel like it made me that much faster, if I'm being honest. That's just me. I also just hate folding clothes. So anyways, that is the laundry update. It is about noon on Saturday. We had a pretty relaxing morning. Just kind of hanging out. Oh, look at this kitty wants to snuggle. Every time I get on the bed too, she's like, okay, Mama, I'm gonna come hang out now. Yeah, so we hung out and I repainted my nails and we just kind of have been relaxing. And now I'm gonna try to do a couple productive things. I've talked about this before, but I am working on having weekends completely free, except for one weekend. Like 1 weekend a month, I'm gonna film and edit all the videos for the month. Every other weekend, it's up to me what I feel like doing. And this is technically a free weekend, but because I have no football to watch this weekend, none. The Longhorns don't play today, it's their bye week, and the Cowboys play on Monday, so they don't play tomorrow. So I have no football to watch. And I was supposed to have plans last night with a friend, but they got rained out, literally, because we were supposed to go to dinner and sit outside, and it was pouring here. So we pushed off our dinner date to next week. And so because I didn't have any plans last night, I did a lot of relaxing last night. I literally got in bed at 7 p.m. and read in bed for like 2.5 hours and fell asleep at 9:30. So because I did so much resting last night and because I don't have any football today, and I have plans. We have plans tonight. My friend Jessie, again, my bridesmaid that I've now seen for 2 weekends now. I feel like her and her boyfriend are gonna get sick of me and Sam. But they just moved here. And so because we've only seen them once a year every year for the past 4 years, it's nice to see them like every weekend. Anyways, it's his birthday tomorrow, and so we're going out tonight to celebrate. And then tomorrow I have plans with a planner friend, Shalonda from Indian Ivy Ink. If you've never shopped at her store, she's beautiful stickers, but we are gonna go get wine together tomorrow. So I do have social things planned, and so I don't know, I feel like I don't mind spending a couple hours doing some productive things in the rest of my weekend time. Like, it's still a good balance of rest and non-rest, but I think because I know I don't have to, it's not things I have to get done, it's just things I kind of like want to get done. I mean, there's still like, I don't know how to explain it. It's still not like just reading and watching Netflix. It's like responding to something with like an emails, doing some online course stuff, like things like that that are, again, not things that have to get done this weekend, but like, I don't mind doing them. So that is my plan. I'm actually gonna shower first so that my hair can dry, and then I'm gonna do some of those things while my hair dries and then get ready, and then we're actually meeting them at 4. It's his 30th birthday. I'm like, is that a 30th birthday? Like that we're gonna meet up with them at 4. We're doing drinks at like one outdoor place and then we're doing dinner at another outdoor place at 6. Is that like what turning 30 is, where you start at 4 so that you go to bed at a reasonable hour? I don't know. I thought it was funny. I'm all for it. I am an early bird. I would like to go to bed earlier, so I'm all for that. So that's my Saturday plan. One more thing though, before I get to that, is I want to show you something that I got in the mail. And I have been hearing about this product for years. I don't remember why I've never actually tried it, but I decided to go ahead and get it because one of the things, in addition to, I should update you on my plum paper thing. So right, we talked at the beginning of the week or at the end of last week's weekly vlog that I'm trying this week having the header set up for my plum paper every day to help me. And I love it so far, except for one thing I'm gonna change out. I'll show you tomorrow when I set up my plum paper. But anyway, one of the things I've also realized about my plum paper daily is having the additional add-on pages like the health and wellness and the meal planning and those kinds of pages, not for me. My daily planner stays open to that day. I don't want to have to flip to other pages to do other things. Like it just, that having the add-ons isn't working for me. And in my attempt to get a smaller coil, I need no add-ons. So I decided to get a separate meal planner, and this is the Carrie L meal planner. And again, she has been creating this product for years and years. And I think it may have been smaller, or like there was something about it that just like didn't really appeal to me. But I actually saw Jen Chapin here on YouTube talk about this product, and I was like, oh, I actually like that size. It's a 7x9 planner. I'll flip the camera around and show you the whole thing, but I just wanted to talk about it first because it's no fun to just like stare at the cover while I talk about the intro to the product. But anyways, so I decided to go and get it because it was a 7x9 and she was out of stock for a while, I guess, and then Jen posted that they were back in stock, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna give it a go. So like I said, it's a 7x9 planner. It's got a normal coil in silver. You know, I'm all for that. It is a laminated cover. There were 2 cover options, and this is the one that I went with. I believe that the inside like pages of both are the exact same no matter which cover you chose. Anyways, so it's got this intro page. First we eat, then we do everything else. So then it's got a bunch of different tabs for different sections. So the first section is resources, and the tabs are all and Roy G. Biv, which, you know, I'm here for that. So we've got favorite websites, favorite meal planning blogs and recipe sites. I love this. And then she also says, like, she points you to her website if you want to look for some more things. So we've got front and back for that. And then you've got actual favorite recipes and recipes to try. I actually kind of wish those were 2 separate things. I wish there was one that was like my favorite go-to recipes, but then also recipes I want to try. And then if you like it, you know, you can move it over. So it looks like it's got a couple pages of that. So I might split it up that way. Okay, so then we've got measurement conversions and all of her decor. It's interesting. It's all this like different patterns, and they're all kind of bright colors, and they do like kind of go together, but they're not, I don't know, it's not super cohesive. You'll see when I get to the monthly sections. So, and then it's got baking substitutes on the back. That's super helpful. Then we get into inventory, which I am really excited about this section and torn if I'm going to start using this now. It is only set up, it's a 12-month product. So I kind of want to just wait till 2021. We'll see. So you've got freezer inventory, item, and date frozen. So you've got 2 pages of that. I might split this up between like ingredients that are in the freezer and then like actual meals that are in the freezer. Right now, to be honest, actually, I don't freeze meals, but I want to be the person that freezes meals. But I definitely need an inventory of like the ingredients that are in my freezer. Most of it, to be honest, is frozen vegetables. I don't know why I just have so many frozen vegetables in my freezer. So you've got pantry inventory. See what I mean about like the cohesiveness? It just doesn't really go together. So we've got pantry inventory. We have 2 pages of that. And then we have spice inventory. That's important because like that's important with expiry date. Then we get into the meal plans, and the pages that are the tabs, by the way, they're thicker than the rest of the book. Like this is a really thick cardstock. It just has lines on the front and then dot grid on the back. You probably can't really tell. And then the tab itself is laminated. So for each month, we have a 1-page monthly overview that's just like literally 1 page. It's not a whole spread. And that is because all the pages in this book are perforated. So if you want to take them out, you can, and so it is helpful to have it on one side. So this is helpful if you like to, you know, meal plan a month at a time. We don't typically do a month at a time, but I have been doing like 10 days or so at a time just to try to limit the number of times that we're getting grocery delivery, since it adds up with the delivery fee and the tip and everything. So I try to push it to 2 weeks. It usually ends up being a week and a half. So I do kind of like having this as an option where I could look at the 10 days in advance without using the weekly pages. So it is undated, so I could could start using this now. But again, I think I'm gonna wait till 2021. And then it's just blank on the back again because it's perforated in case you want to take it out. And then you have a page for every single week. So you have the dates at the top, and then you have 7 spaces. And what I love about this, and maybe this is something that she changed and that's why it didn't work for me before, it's not Monday through Friday. And I love that because, to be honest, I don't necessarily like always being tied down to a certain meal on certain dates. I would like to list out all the meals that I bought groceries for and then cook what I feel like cooking that night, or what Sam feels like cooking that night, and then check it off. And so it's like, okay, I have 3 meals from that cookbook that I talk about all the time, 1 other meal idea left overnight, and 2 nights of takeout or whatever it is. And then we just check it off when we do it. And it's not, you know, set in stone for a specific date. So I really like that. And then on this side, you've got a grocery list, and this is also perforated as well. So you could take just the grocery list out and take it with you if you were going shopping in person. You can take the whole page out too. It's perforated here too. And part of me would be tempted to do that, to stick it on like the fridge. But I also want to be able to refer back to it. You know what I mean? Like to see what meals I made and like what I liked. I guess I could always do that on the monthly. Yeah, we'll see. I haven't decided on that yet. So then you've got 5 weeks behind each month, and those are all going to be the same color at the top. So this first month is this pink color, and then it goes into the next month, and then again, all the weekly menus at the top. So you can see what I mean about like the different like designs. I love this one. Oh, this is like my favorite from March. That would be great. So again, they don't really go. They're all kind of bright and patterns and colors, but there's not like a cohesive theme in my opinion. But anyways, so then the next section is for gatherings. So you've got these pages for gatherings where you put the event at the top. You've got appetizers, sides, main, dessert, drinks, kids, supplies, and then grocery list. And you got 10 of those. I don't really know that we're having gatherings anytime soon, but that's also, I live in a small apartment with no backyard. So this could still be very applicable for you. And then you just got a notes section in the back, and it's got 5 blank line notes pages. Well, not blank. It's got the decorative thing at the top, but then it's just lines. And then there's a pocket in the back. It's a double-sided pocket. It's just a paper pocket. It's not laminated at all. So like, you don't want to get this wet, and it definitely could rip pretty. It feels pretty sturdy, but it's paper. It's not laminated, so it probably could rip easily. And then that's it. So I'm really excited about this. Again, my favorite part is that it doesn't have the days of the week on the weekly layouts. Like that's my favorite part. And the inventory section. That's something that I've been trying to work on, is keeping up with our inventory, but I'm excited to try this. Hello, happy Sunday. I have had the most relaxing Sunday. Even though we started at 4 yesterday, we still stayed out until midnight. So I slept in. That's how I started my Sunday, and then was super lazy and just like laid in bed and watched Netflix for a while. And then my mom called because she is driving back by herself today from Pennsylvania. We actually had a death in the family. My mom's aunt passed away this past week. She's been battling cancer for years and struggling for a long time. So it is, you know, it's one of those, like, she's in a better place. Like, she is pain-free, and she's in a better place. So my mom has actually been there for a few weeks helping and just being there for her. And then she passed this week, and they had a small ceremony yesterday, and now my mom is driving back to Chicago. So my mom called, and I talked to her for a few hours and kept her company while she was in the car, and literally just like laid in bed. And then I finally got up and did some like adult things. I changed the sheets on the bed, I took a shower, I got ready. I filmed a quick clip for something special, fun coming out. It should be out by the time this vlog goes up. Lauren from Plan with Lore is doing a montage that is like an ode to the Moxie Life Planner. Since the Moxie Life Planners launched this week, they will be up by the time this video goes up. The planners for sure, and I'm pretty sure her video will be up as well. But she just like last minute decided to do this kind of collaboration video like she did for National Planner Day. If you didn't see that video, she did the same thing where she asked a number of content creators to film clips talking about why they love planning and what planners they use. And she compiled them all for this awesome video that she posted on National Planner Day in August. So she's doing the same thing for the Moxie Life. So I got ready and set up my camera. I'm actually so glad that I got that ring light that I showed you earlier this week, because that makes it so much easier to just like quickly set up the ring light, quickly set up the tripod, and like I filmed for 7 minutes of footage. So like it was just a super easy, quick thing to do. I mean, I didn't like fret about really the background, and I was getting ready anyway since I'm going to meet Shalonda at the wine bar. So I just wanted to pop on and give you a quick update of what's going on, and to just say it's been really nice to have like a super relaxing Sunday and not feel like I don't have to do anything else. Like I'm gonna go meet my friend, I'm gonna come home and just continue to relax. So I totally forgot about this. We still have plenty of time before technically Halloween, but let's go ahead and open. So door number 1 was tea, 2 was coffee, and now we're gonna do door number 3, which I'm assuming, if we're following this pattern, is another tea, which will be perfect to enjoy. Yes, oh my gosh. Although, oh no, just kidding. It's Sunday evening, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna enjoy a nice cup of tea on Sunday evening, but of course, this is, if it will focus, is a black tea. So it has medium caffeine. Look, it's got these little pumpkins in it. It's a pumpkin chai. This will be delicious to enjoy tomorrow, Monday. So instead of tea, I'm gonna go ahead and open door number 4 and hope that it's a piece of chocolate to enjoy. Yep, look, so I guess they're all these little pumpkins, little pumpkin piece of chocolate. I might go ahead and make the rest of this one. This is the one from earlier in the week, the pumpkin creme brulee. That's just a fruit infusion, so there's extra of this. So I think I might go ahead and make the rest of this. All right, while the tea is brewing, steeping, I never know which word to use is the right word, but I'm gonna go ahead and close out this weekly vlog here so I can go enjoy the rest of my Sunday evening. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please click that subscribe button. I upload new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you so much for watching. Happy planning. Love starting a Monday. I know, Charlie, me too. It's like got rounds on the, rounds? A couple of, not way more than a couple, okay. Sometimes I forget to take out my AirPods when I'm vlogging. I apologize. Decorative. Hello. Oh, geez, my voice.